Hi, this is Glenn Proudfoot here. Now in this lesson we're going to be utilising the blues scale. Now the blues scale is my favourite scale to solo with, and it's probably the most commonly used scale in blues and rock. But what I set out to do was adapt some of the techniques that we've discussed in previous lessons and apply it to the blues scale to create licks and runs. Now I particularly love this because the blues scale can really cross over into some, heavy genres of music and also jazz, So there's something in this lesson for everyone. Whether you are a jazz player, a blues player, or a metal player, you'll get something out of this. Now, please note that all the examples that I give, they can be played at any speed. They don't need to be played fast. They can be played with a clean sound or slow and used as slurs and stuff in your blues playing. So, there's something in it for everyone. Okay, so here's the blues scale in the key of B, starting on the 7th fret. Okay, now what I do in this next example is that I'm using the notes within the blues scale, but you'll notice that I start to combine, two of the boxes together at once to create some real, wide sounding runs. Now, I use this a lot in when I'm soloing, to heavier hard rock kind of music, and I really like the sound that it creates. But like I said earlier, you can adapt this to blues playing too. It's fine. So what we're doing here is we're combining, two of the boxes together at once. Now the thing to note here is that the 3-string arpeggios that we kind of create using this style of playing. Now the first one appears on the A through to G strings. So we have that arpeggio there. And then we have another one on the G and E strings down the bottom here. So the lick slowly. And obviously we're utilising the sweep or rest picking pattern again to get this lick up to speed. Now on the way back up, I'm going to use a pull off, and that's the way that I incorporate the rest stroke. So you can see that there. Now the thing I particularly love about this playing is that the wide stretches that you get. You can hear it, the scale kind of starts to sound a little bit evil. In this next example, what we're going to do is we're going to be focusing in on 3 strings and we're going to be cycling a pattern. Now this first example starts on the A string and we cycle down to the G. So what we want to do is we just want to get used to playing that, so we want to cycle it through. Okay, this next example uses the same ideas, but I'm now moving down to a lower part of the neck. Now we're still in the key of B minor. So with this lick, we're using all the same techniques as in the previous example. Now, once again, if some of these stretches are a little bit too wide for you, then you can move this up the scale or you can move it into a different key. But I'm purely giving these examples because later we're going to build some runs out of these two shapes. Okay, so you can see the key to playing like this is that we've really got to utilise the second and first fingers. Now you'll notice that I stretch, quite a long way with that, because down here, for instance, we're stretching all the way out to here. Now, if I flip the guitar over and you have a look at my thumb position there, you can see it's right down the neck and it's basically where my second finger is. Now that will enable your stretch to be much greater. Because if you've got your thumb up here, you're not going to be able to stretch anywhere. So thumb is the key for these wide stretches.